So we're on the road leading up to the Matrix 4, Matrix Resurrections. So let's go ahead and revisit the last one, the one that we thought that ended the trilogy, the Matrix Revolutions. We start out with Neo being in this area between the real world and the Matrix, and he's stuck there. And then once he finally gets out, he's on his way with Trinity to go to this city, the city where the machines are running their thing, and he has to go destroy it. He has to go save the world. And while he's on his way, and we discover that Agent Smith has hijacked or hacked this other dude, and it's like another version of Agent Smith. I mean, he talks and acts like him. While all that is going on, the war is finally happening. The Sentinels have attacked Zion. Zion is trying to defend itself, and all of that lasts about, I think like over an hour or so. I mean, I stopped and I had to check the time. I was like, okay, where is this going? I mean, yes, the special effects have improved, but it was just a lot of filler. Like, it just felt like they just used all that to fill in some time. And I could say that Neo is barely in this movie. I mean, he comes out in the beginning and throughout a huge chunk portion of him in the middle, he just doesn't show up until the very end. I was like, are you kidding me? The hero, the protagonist is not in this movie, barely? And since he's not on screen, instead we have to focus on all this political crap going on of this council, and they're trying to find out what's going on. They're trying to figure out, okay, what's the next move? And they're just questioning again Morpheus, like always. They're saying, Morpheus, are you sure? Like, are you sure he's the one? And, you know, he sticks to his belief. Meanwhile, the rest of the folks are like, yeah, okay, you know what? At this point, I'm willing to have hope on whatever. So it really made it hard to actually see Keanu Reeves' actual face throughout the whole movie, because when he's in the Matrix, he's wearing glasses. And then now that he's actually blind in the real world, he's wearing like some headband. So we don't really see his face at all. Then they get to the city and the ship crashes at some point, and then that's when we see the longest, probably one of the longest death scenes I have ever seen. Trinity is impaled by a bunch of bars, and Neo's crying, and they're talking. And I'm guessing Trinity could have lived, because she actually ended up living through all that impalement and still managed to give like about a 10-15 minute conversation. You know, normally you see a death scene and we're like, oh, you know, how tragic, he's losing the love of his life. And you're like, okay, she has to say her last minute words before she goes. It gets to a point where you're like, all right, like, dude, I mean, are you even dying? Neo still manages to push on forward and get to, I thought it was gonna be like a big bad robot, a big bad Sentinel, but no, it's all the Sentinels that just come together and they form one big giant one. And then it looks like the guy from Power Rangers, the one that talks to the Rangers, on all you see is his head. And literally it takes like a second for Neo to make friends with him and say, yeah, you know, I just want peace, so we should be on the same side. So next thing you know, he helps Neo by getting him into the Matrix, and then finally we get this last scene with Neo versus Agent Smith. The martial arts is great, like always. But then it starts getting to a point where it starts feeling like it's a fight between Superman and just some other bad guy from his universe, because they're like flying, they're crashing through buildings. We stop all the kung fu, all the martial arts, and then we go up in the air, and then they're fighting up there. And again, it feels very comic book like, and it just doesn't fit, as I mentioned in my Reloaded review, it just doesn't fit the Matrix, like what the Matrix is known for. The Matrix is known for martial arts, slow-mo, the crane kicks, or running on the walls, and not fighting in the air like if you're Superman or some mythological godlike figures, but except you're just wearing glasses and a cool suit. And in the end, Neo dies, and then this Indian girl at the end is like, oh, are we ever gonna see him again? Because that's pretty much what the audience is also wondering, like, is he really dead? And the Oracle, being the Oracle, as if she's supposed to know everything, she's like, yeah, I don't know, we'll see, I hope so. Well, guess what, Oracle, if you didn't know, we know now. After I watched it, I was even wondering, like, was it even necessary to split this up in two films? I mean, it felt like it could have just been one sequel. But anyways, who cares? I mean, I still enjoy the trilogy. I was glad that I finally got to see the original, and it got me hooked. It got me to watch the rest of the film, and it's getting me hyped to see the Matrix Resurrections. Although I am scared and nervous, because I saw the trailer and I was like, oh man, don't tell me it's gonna be full of nostalgia. Don't, please, no. But in the end, I will say that the Matrix Revolutions is a VOD for me. Alright, so the Matrix Revolutions, if you've seen it, go ahead and let me know in the comment section below. Are you excited for the Matrix Resurrections? Are you excited? Are you going to go see it in theaters or on HBO Max? How would you rate your list from the first 3 films? Go ahead and drop down your response in the comment section. If you like this video, go ahead and smash that like button. Smash the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Follow me on Instagram. Keep watching this channel and keep watching movies.